What is up, guys? We are back in the garage with the old 302 block sitting here. Today we're going to try and use this brand new special tool I bought last week for another job that I have yet to do at the shop. We're going to work on camshaft bearing removals. Never done it before, so this should be fun. There's going to be a bearing here, 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 and here, except they're right there, and then going to be right down there, and down there, so on and so forth. Bought this pretty expensive tool just for this job, so we're gonna figure out together how to use this tool and how to take those bearings out, and that'll be step number one of cleaning up this block. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah, man. After that, we gotta obviously clean up all the gasket mating surfaces, where I brought my die grinder to see if that air compressor will even attempt. Good Lord, buddy. That air compressor will even be good enough to use the die grinder. But I'm gonna go ahead and hang the phone up and see if I can't record with this better lighting and work on getting these bearings out. Ain't that right, buddy? Yeah. Alrighty, so I got the tool set up here. Basically, the principle is you get this expandable driver, and that's going to line up on the bearing there, and hold this nut right there with a wrench, and then it'll expand this out to the bearing, and you'll hit this side with a hammer. I got the right size adapter on here, so we're going to thread this in and give it a shot and see what happens. Like I said, I've never used this before, so it'll be a good time. Let's see what we can do here. I hope that's expanding it. All right, let's slide this down so we can get a better look at the engine a little bit. All right. So this should slide in here, unless I got the wrong size. Wrong size adapter. Take two. Let's go switch this adapter. So for this piece here, you're gonna take this piece, metal end, put it on this end first and slide it in. You want the threads on the same side as these metal pieces right here. And it should sit flush just like that. So let's do a quick test fit and see if that's a much better fit. So we're gonna go ahead and lock this back into place here, like so. I doubt I have a wrench here this size, so we're probably gonna have to use those ghetto pliers right here. Yeah, negative Ghost Rider. So we're gonna go ahead and use these pliers and see about getting this lined up here. All right, so now that we got it snug in the bearing, we're gonna slide this cone up to the front. I think we just did not work. All right, take two. We're gonna try, or take three, I guess, at this point. So we're gonna try it again here. Try and tighten it up a little bit more. Maybe it wasn't expanded enough. Another unsuccessful attempt. Alright, we'll give it one more try before I watch a YouTube video. It's moving. There we go, we got it out. All right, I figured it out. So let's go ahead and loosen this back up so we can slide it out. Alrighty, so we got the first camshaft bearing out here. What I was doing wrong is, where is it at? So this piece right here, I had sitting flush inside that actual hole. These metal, please get out of here. You don't want to lick this. These metal grooves right here needs to sit on the outside, just on the outside right there, to actually push that bearing in. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of these out. And that was good, figured it out. Not too bad. So let's get the rest of these out and then we'll see about cleaning up this engine here. So I had to pop this, I'm assuming it's the rear freeze plug. I don't know. Had to pop that out to get to that last rear, the last camshaft bearing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for that last one here. So I got the first 4 out. The first one was obviously difficult because I didn't know what I was doing. But after that, they all came out pretty easy. Let me see if I can't get lighting on it to where you guys can actually see what the hell I'm taking out. If it'll focus, there we go. All right, so these bearings right here are what the camshaft rides on. These little slits are what allows the oil to pass through on the passageways inside the block there. There's little holes, pin-sized holes that actually allow the oil to go through and lubricate that camshaft. What my guess is, judging that this engine's been, torn apart and rebuilt, is that the camshaft bearings have been replaced. And what happens is that when you run a vehicle low on oil pressure, these bearings will spin, and that's no bueno. Once that happens, it's pretty much, we got to do what we're doing now. But the hiccup we ran into is this engine stand is too close to the block, and that bearing isn't wanting to come out. You can see it peeking out all the way. The tool's hitting this back plate to pop that bearing all the way out. So I'm gonna have to get the engine hoist back out of the shop, hoist it up, hoist the engine off the stand, take the stand off, to be able to pop that bearing, the last bearing out, and then obviously put it back on the stand and we'll be good to go. but not too bad. Probably not going to use that tool as much as I would like for the amount of money I spent on it. But it's always nice to have it, especially now knowing that I know how to use it, and I can add this to the list of things I can now do. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and see about setting up that little baby air compressor and seeing, oh shit, just realized I don't even have an airline for it. So, never mind. I guess that wraps it up for today. Well, I'm sure I'll get an airline tomorrow, and we'll be back at trying to clean it up tomorrow. But that'll wrap it up for tonight's portion of working on the shit box. So appreciate it, y'all. It's another beautiful day in paradise, aka my backyard garage, and ta-da! I may have borrowed the parts washer from the shop, so I can go ahead and get all of this stuff cleaned up and ready for installation. I got to order the cam bearings, and I got to order some valve spring keepers for the last cylinder head. I got the driver's side head built. I'm still working on the passenger side. But now that I brought this over here, filled it up with some new kerosene, we are going to go ahead and get everything cleaned up as best as we can without using any air tools. I may have to take some stuff up and hit it with the cookie wheel on the die grinder. But this is definitely going to be a huge help compared to nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and put some bitch mittens on and go ahead and get cleaning on all of these parts and do as much as I can tonight and maybe this weekend, or what we're going to do, and get as much of this cleaned up as possible. That way, when I get all the parts for the engine, I can just slap everything in and don't have to wait on cleaning parts, and we can hurry up and get this back in the truck and get it rocking and rolling. Alrighty, here we go. We got lights. Shout out to Harbor Freight, $19.99 per light with an additional 20% off, and it's like working in a brand new shop. I cannot complain. This is perfect. I mean, we got the other side of the shop to worry about, but we'll do that later down the road. I mean, this is mainly where I'm working at, and this is perfect. We are looking good. Got the parts washer running. I have yet to order the camshaft bearings, you know, because Christmas and all that stuff, so I'm waiting on that. As of right now, we still are washing parts with the beautiful 1930 parts washer. We still got to get the engine over to the shop to pressure wash, degrease, and sand up all these places where the gaskets go. But as of right now, that's pretty much it. I wanted to update you guys on getting the lights in the shop. That's pretty big. Definitely a game changer here. But I'm going to get back to cleaning some parts. We still got a bunch of stuff to clean. I'm going to try and get all this done, cleaned up, ready to go back on that engine, and maybe at the end of this week see about getting that engine cleaned up. But that's pretty much going to wrap. Oh, fuck you. As I was saying, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. We're getting down to the nitty gritty as far as engine building goes, just the boring stuff as far as cleaning. So I'm going to get back and get going on this, and we'll see you next time, boys.